Chill.
I dream of it, amongst the wild threads of history and the myriad of paths. My path saw the Imperium rise from the ashes left in the wake of the Great Revolt. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of the human mind. With that commandment, new avenues of human potential were explored. Mentats, Suk Doctors, Sword Masters, and the mystical Bene Gesserit Sisterhood. But it was the Navigators and their monopoly on space travel that set the conditions for the Imperium. But I am telling you of the universe you already know. Let me describe the one you do not. In this other universe, my mother, Lady Jessica, consort to Duke Leto Atreides, gave birth to a daughter, a girl they named Ariste. Because of her obedience to the Bene Gesserit, Lady Jessica is trained as a truth-sayer. Because of that training, Lady Jessica was able to detect Dr. Yue's deception. Because of the forewarning of his betrayal, House Atreides survived the Battle of Arrakis. Because of their survival, the Emperor declared a full-scale war of assassins. Because of the war, the Sardaukar were deployed to ensure spice shipments continued without interruption. Because of the Sardaukar, the Fremen were eradicated. There was no Muad'Dib, no Lisan al-Gaib, no Kwisatz Haderach. I see a universe where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. All my visions lead to horror, except this one. This one leads to you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dune Awakening. Now, we did stream a little bit of this game a few days ago, but I was eaten by a sandworm, and so I decided that I wanted to restart, start fresh instead of trying to get all my stuff back and continue on with that particular character. I might still play that character on that server, but I really want to try a Bene Gesserit. So that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to choose a different server. We're going to stay with official, and let's go with Carpathia. And I think we'll go with, which one of these sounds? Sietch Sandrat. Let's do that one.
Approach, prisoner.
And we are going to play through the tutorial. We're going to let all cutscenes play. So if you've seen them before, I do apologize, but they're cool. So you can watch them again, or you can skip ahead. Up to you.
Show yourself, child.
And I don't know the in-game, in-lore justification for there being male Bene Gesserit. I feel like the Bene Gesserit are pretty exclusively female. Or I know they are. So we're going to be playing as a lady. We're going to make her a little tall, though. A little taller. There we go. We want her to be sort of buff, but not bodybuilder. And we're going to be... there we go. That's pretty good. Skin tone, pasty pale. Pasty pale. There we go. And then face type. I actually like this face type, so that's number 3. And again, if you're not in... Oh, I like that one too. If you're not into this kind of stuff, you can just skip right ahead. Let's make her... she's seen some stuff, Eye color... I like the purple. Yeah. And then the sclera tint. We want kind of darkish. Yeah, like that. I like this little like paint on her lips as well. I think that's pretty cool. The hairstyle. Right now we're on this one. Let's see. Let's just see what we've got. No mullets. Why? Why is the mullet coming back? I don't understand it. It doesn't really look good on anyone that I've seen, honestly. But, you know, whatever. People like what they like, I suppose. I actually kind of like the preset, like the original hairstyle. I kind of dig that. Let's just see. No. No, very Hunger Games. Okay. And we're going to change the hair color. We're going to make it kind of a blue. Yeah, I like that. And honestly, like, all the rest of this can stay exactly the same. Like, I'm fine with all of that. And for our character name, we're going to name her Chipessa. Chipessa. Skip opening tutorial sequence. No, we're going to play through the tutorial. And we're actually going to go locked. Or wait. I think we're going to go unlocked. Yeah, yeah. I want to be able to craft what I want to craft.
Have they told you what I am? Then
Yes.
I will sift your words for lies. Let's begin. Where were you born?
So we were born. I want our dialogue trait to be... I think cultured. Yeah. So Chusuk.
A music world. A grand center of the arts.
I think that's what we chose for our
The
other
order
character
of the
too.
Imperium is rooted in the Farfalucias. A place for every man, and every man in his place. Where is your place?
I think we're gonna be a bondsman.
There is always work to be done. And millions like you to do it.
Indeed.
You had a mentor in your youth, trained by one of the schools. Who was your mentor?
We're going to go with Bene Gesserit. A shadowy all-female order with a deliberately obscure agenda. Adepts of the Sisterhood are prized by the nobility and feared by the rest of the Imperium. Yeah.
Yes, I have heard of our sisters giving training outside of the chapter house. It is frowned upon.
Well,
The
sorry
test
about you.
is almost complete. Have you spoken truth?
I have spoken truth.
Come here.
Okay.
Kneel.
You're so mean.
Put your hand in the box.
I've been having so much fun with this game, you guys. It's definitely got some quirks, some things that need to be adjusted.
The high-handed enemy.
It's so
Don't pull
fun.
away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key, and the Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen.
Find the Fremen, wake the
Wake
sleeper.
the sleeper. Everything depends on this.
There's our mark.
Do you understand?
I can't say no. So, yes. I suppose I do. Got your
Good.
news.
You speak truth. But here is the rest of it. There is only one rule. Keep your hand in the box and live. Withdraw it and die. An animal would gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain. And we can only be served by humans. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. You will know when it is done.
I'm guessing that we are the sleeper. That's the only thing that I'm not sure of in this game is who is the sleeper. I don't know. It's such a massive freaking ship. Like, that's like Warhammer level of scale. Dune Awakening. Oh yeah. Bloop. And here's our buddy to shoot us out of the sky. Spoilers. Sorry. And we die, and that's the end of the game. Good job, everybody. It was fun while it lasted. Oh, wait. No, we're still alive. And stabby.
You're wrong. It's just an off-world. No, not the Al-Shaheed Ahadi. No, Arista said it was just a dream. I agree, but she is almost Sayadina.
Some mention of Arista, who's born in place of Paul Atreides. Our arms are not nearly as buff as I wanted them to be. Dang. Like, we're not tiny, but I was hoping to be a little more jacked. We'll make it work, I guess. Gonna be hidden in armor anyway. Bad, bad. How cute. All right. Here we go. Of course, we can't run yet. If we try, we just end up doubling over a little bit. Oh, there we go. Now we can run. Huzzah. Take the Frem kit. Alright. Craft our first thingy, which is a scrap metal knife. Hooray! We shouldn't drink this water very much, but we'll drink it for now because it's all we got. I am hydrated now. Huzzah. Alrighty. Start collecting all of these so then we can craft a heal kit. We can actually craft a maximum of 4 of them. Go ahead and heal. And again. And we should be good for now. Oh, okay. That's not where we needed to go anyway. I'm going the wrong way. Surprise, surprise. Ship went the wrong way. Yeah, so I don't know if any of you guys are playing this game. Let me know, because I would like to start a guild and play with some other people. And, work together. I think that would be fun. So if you are playing this and you have any interest in joining a guild together, or if you're part of a guild and you're like, it's a really cool guild and you should join it, let me know. Keep in mind, I am in the eastern United States, so ping is a thing. I got no problem with jumping onto a new server, starting a new character. I do wish we could port our characters over, but I understand why you can't. Because you could get like some really good equipment on one server and then just like port it over and have a jump start on other people. Or dupe items, I suppose.
For many, the last thing they saw before they were slaughtered.
Yeah. Big guns are coming in. Gonna try to take us out.
Come, let us speak of our escape. Twin comets in the sky, a rebirth from fire and death, and a Sardaukar net closing around us. Your survival heralds interesting times, Offworlder.
I must find the Fremen.
You found them, Offworlder. They stood watch over you while
His
you
eyes
slept.
are very glowy. The dead in the cave?
When the Sardaukar began their jihad, they hounded us across the desert.
Us? You are Fremen?
I am not Fremen, Offworlder, though I have been fortunate to know them, and to share their water and their customs.
What happened?
Some of my people were caught out by a passing wing of Sardaukar-thopters. All they could do was take refuge in the cave, and be ready for the assault to come.
What happened?
The assault never came. The Sardaukar used ancient weapons to collapse the cave entrance.
Your people were trapped.
With damaged steel suits and dwindling supplies. We toiled for days to free them, digging until our fingers bled. And all the while we could hear their death chants. Red the night, dusky sky. Bloody death, didst thou die. An auspicious place for your rebirth, Offworlder.
Rebirth?
Whatever black fate awaited you in the Harkonnen slave pits waits for you no more. You are free from the bonds of servitude, free to pursue a new destiny, whatever that may be.
You mentioned escape.
There's a way through the barricade, if you do as I say.
Tell me what to
We're
do.
gonna need one of their ornithopters. Their protocol is to remain aloft and kill anything that moves from above.
How do we get one down?
That's where you come in. If you can slip back onto the Proteus and locate the command module, you can activate the captain's personal emergency transmitter. He's a noble. They're not allowed to let him die. Leave the rest to me.
Enter the ship, find the captain, activate the transmitter. Anything else?
Yeah. Take this Communinet transceiver. It's essential for planetary communication. Now go, and be quick. The Mother Storm is upon us.
Goodbye. Alright.
Stick to the shadows, Offworlder. The heat of the sun is deadly to the unprepared.
And I am woefully unprepared. No loot on the bodies just yet. Run, run, run as fast as we can.
The guards have sealed themselves inside. Search the prisoners for a cut array. And
Alright,
Offworld,
cut
the
array?
cut array is primarily a mining tool, Offworlder. You'll need it for harvesting resources. Using it to cut open ships is an added benefit.
Alright.
The captain's room is blocked by a pentashield. You'll need a pentashield key to pass through. See if there's another way forward. Ready
All right,
your weapon.
first fight. Here we go.
The guards won't hesitate. Neither should you. Parry your opponents just as their strikes will hit you. This should stagger them, giving you a window of opportunity.
Still not great at parrying. Oh my god. He says as he started to talk. Oh my goodness. There we go. Come on. There we go. Oy. Okay. That's fine. Some water. Water. I do wish we could disable like the pop-ups of the tutorials, because those I don't need, but
A swift attack will force your enemy off balance, but only a slow blade penetrates a shield.
come on. Funk. Funk. There we go. Love how
That's
killing
the shield key.
killing the
Once you
guards
equip
is
it, you can pass
uh,
through the shield. Get
how
to
we
the
get the,
captain and activate that transmitter. I'll be there
the
soon.
doors to open. You did a good job killing that person. Access granted. Here come the ornithopters.
We only need the leader.
Perfectly good ornithopter. Darn. I haven't gotten to the point of the game where I actually get to build my own thopter. I'm very excited about that.
I hear I'm a wanted man.
Oi! Woodland scum! I vits jo man tukta lasto breath ada hung unvalo arsund. De dia abada.
I know. That's why I brought you here.
I'm a little disappointed in the optimization of this game, honestly. There are definitely some like micro stutters and parts of it where the frames lag a bit that I would like to see address. Well, I think that guy is dead now. You got cut on your leg there.
The Thopter will have the codes to get us through the barrier. Ever fly an ornithopter? It's simple enough. But my leg is bad and I won't be able to work the pedals.
Did he intentionally get cut just so we would have to fly the ornithopter, do you think? Awfully risky if that were the case.
Get ready. They'll be on us as soon as
I do wish we got to pilot the thopter at this point. I think that would have been neat.
There's too many. Turn us into the storm. They won't follow.
No, they shouldn't follow. We should not go into the storm. This is a bad idea, sir.
Hang on! We're going down!
Immediately. Crashed again. The spice must flow. Alright.
Get up, off-worlder. I couldn't wait for you.
And we don't have our
But now you need to run.
cutter-ray.
Sandworm is coming. Run.
Sandworm is coming. Or nor. Ah! There it is. Shire. Beautiful. Terrifying, but beautiful. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the Bene Gesserit man.
Catch your breath. When the Thopter went down, the storm took us far off course. My leg is bad. I need to lay low and treat it before it gets worse. But fear not.
Let's collect all this
Oh,
stuff.
Father. Noctua can cover the ground between us with little effort. She will be my eye in the sky so I can continue to offer my sage advice and keep you on this side of the grave.
Fantastic.
Figure out how to craft yourself some clothing. That Mauler outfit won't cut it out here.
Interesting. Just wanted to see what that did. All right. So we're going to go into research. And the first thing we're going to do is craft some makeshift clothing. Yeah. A basic construction kit. We have 2 points left. So let's get ourselves a... Oh. Don't really need the binoculars just yet. Don't need the surveying kit just yet. We don't need the sandbike assembly just yet. What do we need? I believe we need power. Like that's the biggest thing. Fabricator, chemical refinery, ore refinery. I'm still not completely like up on where everything is in the menus. I think this will do for now, though. So yeah, we'll craft makeshift hood, makeshift gloves, pants, shoes, and jacket. We already have a scrap metal knife, so we'll get our cut array as well. All right.
The War of Assassins has left debris scattered all over this sector. Salvage metal from the wreckage with your cut array and use it to make a Mauler pistol and darts. Don't let the Imperial disdain for ranged weapons lead you astray.
So we need a
Very few
pistol and
people
darts.
are foolhardy enough to use shields this deep in the sands. And that is
We're also
your
going to need a lot of
advantage.
granite to make our very first tiny little base. That will be just very temporary, very makeshift, like nothing permanent. Because once we start getting some quests done, we will be leaving this area, and you have to abandon your base anyway. And it's not in a very good location, like when you're just starting out. Anyway, like I'm pretty far away from the first trading post. So, don't want to get too attached to a base and build it up all pretty and then have to abandon it. And potentially have someone else take it over. Because you can do that. If you find an abandoned base, you can take it over. Which is a pretty cool concept, I think. Like, if you know that, like, some friends of yours are playing on this, or I think it would be cool even if people just like left notes on like forums. Geez, I'm telling my age right there. On the message boards, but on like Discord or whatever, and just like let people know, hey, there's base, you know, these coordinates in this server, so you can use it as your like starter base if you wish. But if you're like me, you want to craft your own. You want to make it in the world on your own. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. So now we can go into research. We'll research the Maula pistol. Okay. And then crafting. Craft the pistol and some darts. So we can craft. We're going to craft 10. That'll give us 300 darts. That should be plenty for now. Because you can collect darts from felled enemies. So pretty easy to keep up on your dart inventory.
A large sandstorm is
approaching. All right. So now we have a sandstorm coming in, which means that we need to... oh, I did have a cut array already. Darn it. That was silly. Crafting. We need to build the construction tool. And we'll place our sub-fief console as soon as I have the salvaged metal parts to do so. And in this starting area, things just seem like they continually respawn pretty quickly. So you can just kind of run around and get what you need. And as far as shelter goes, you don't actually need to be like inside. Depending on where the sandstorm is, like you could probably hide like right here, crouch down, and you'll be fine. Yeah, it says anywhere where it says sheltered. You can just stay there and ride out a sandstorm. Anywhere that it says that you are sheltered. So that's pretty nice. I like that they made that exception, because if you get caught out in the sandstorm, you're going to take a fair amount of damage, like I'm doing right now. Well, I'm not taking the damage, thankfully, but oh boy, I feel like if I stay in it for too long, I will. All right, okay, we're out of it. All right, that wasn't nearly as bad. I think maybe because we're still like protected, that wasn't nearly as bad as I was afraid it was going to be. But I do need some more salvaged metal. So let's find that. There we go. So yeah, with these bigger pieces, you just scan them with your cut array, and then there's this blue line that appears on them, and you just fire the cut array at the blue line, and it will harvest the metal for you. Ooh. So yeah, spice explodes up out of the sand. And that's what causes those big tremors that you feel. Now is this an abandoned base, or is this a base that is occupied? Let's check. No access. Okay, it is occupied. But theoretically, I could just like hang out in there if there was a storm coming. If it were unoccupied, you could actually access that sub-fief console yourself and claim it as your own. So it's pretty cool. All right, we're going to build a little base real quick, and then I'm going to finish the video. We're just going to, like I said, build something super simple, super quick, not really worrying about any kind of aesthetics or making it, you know, super fancy. We're just going to build something that is functional right now. So place down our sub-fief console, and then we can manage it. Well, no need to manage it just yet. We'll get this rock out of the way. I do hope that they put in a way to like take out some of these, some other formations of your base, because sometimes you'll build and then discover like, oh, there's like some grass, or not grass, but some sand or some scrub that is inside of your base. Not a huge deal, but it's something that could be changed. All right, so I like the building a lot in this game. I think it's very intuitive. You know, it's very easy to do. It's very simple, and yeah, I think it's neat. I like it a lot. Big fan of this game. I don't know if you guys can tell. All right, let me dismiss that. I wish the tutorial things went away on their own, but they do not. I also really like that it tells you which is the inner face and which is the outer face of your walls. That is very helpful. So yeah, we're just building something with a couple of entrances, and then we can actually right-click and move our subfief console, like maybe over there. There we go. And then we can put in another door, and then we'll just start actually constructing them. We've got plenty of granite to do this with. And all you need is granite stone for your first walls and foundations, which is really nice. I do kind of wish there was a way to like build all, but again, that's a very small thing. I'm sure that eventually modders are going to go crazy and put a bunch of stuff in. Well, actually, I don't know if they can. I don't know exactly. I don't know much about modding. So I don't know with a game like this, since it's you know, always online, how modding would work in that regard. I honestly do not know. Okay, so we already have the generator. That's good. We didn't have to research it. That's part of the construction stuff, I would assume. Make sure you finish crafting it. And then for our, we don't have any fabricators or refineries or anything like that yet. We just have our fuel-powered generator. So now we need fuel cells, which we're not going to have just yet. But we've got our initial base, and like I said, it's a very simple little small thing. And if we go up just a little ways where that mountain is, we'll actually have, you can look on your map and see, there's some micro sandwich fabric, EMF generators, so we're actually close to some decent starting resources, which is nice. And then the last thing I'm going to do is build a small set of stairs, because I hate, oh my goodness, I hate having to like jump up into my, oh no, I can't. Oh no. Okay, let's see. Can we make like a short incline, half stairs? Let's see. No, I can't. Dang it. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm too far outside of my land claim to build them. Okay, that's fine. I'll just have to deal with it and just not come in that door very often. All right, but that is going to do it for now. We've got our very first base. Well, let's go ahead and craft the respawn beacon. We can do that. We need to research it first, I do believe. Yes. So research, then craft it. All right.
This used to
and then
be
we'll just put it there.
Territory, but the War of Assassins and the Sardaukar pogrom put an end to that. Now the sector is crawling with scavengers, fighting over the scraps of Imperium technology left in the wake of this so-called noble war. But that's to your advantage, Offworlder. Allow them to do the hard work of gathering the salvage, and then take it from them.
That's the plan.
Don't hesitate to kill them all. They would do the same to you.
We're actually going to research the exsanguination kit and the blood purifier as well, because those are going to be very important for getting water early on. All right, sheltered areas. That is where we are. All right, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far. So as soon as you watch this one, go ahead and skip on over to part 2, where we actually start doing some quests and get this playthrough going. Hope y'all enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.